We are live. Can I get a team on two? 1, 2. Team. 1, 2 again. Team. I said 1, 2 again. Team. Lord. I like it. I like it. If you like it, I love it.
Yeah. Ooh, I got what you need. Boy, come fuck with me. You trying to smoke some weed? Well, I'm trying to soak these sheets. My body needs relief, and I think you got the key. So put me on my knees and fuck me till I scream. Ooh, 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 I know you like that. Ooh, I'm coming right back, back to back. Ooh, to back, ooh, to back. You ain't had it like that. Ooh,
let's go.
Oh, shit.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
We call it having fits. Ooh, ooh.
What y'all gonna do?
Oh, shit. Ooh, ooh. I'm gonna fits on the dick, fits on the dick. I'ma throw fits on the dick, fits on the dick. I'ma throw fits on the dick, fits on the dick. I'ma throw fits on the dick, fits on the dick. You ain't never had no dick if you ain't never thrown a fit. You ain't never had no dick if you ain't never thrown a fit. I'ma throw fits on the dick, fits on the dick. I'ma throw fits on the dick, fits on the dick. I'ma throw fits on the dick, fits on the dick. I'ma throw so many fits on the dick. You ain't never had no dick. You ain't never had no dick if you ain't never thrown a fit. I got what you want. Boy, come beat it up and bring them golden gloves. I'm talking magnum. My body need it. Oh, and I'm overheated. And give it to me real hard. Give me that song of all songs. For that class of all classes. By the teacher of all teachers. And the producer of all producers. We are the squad of all squads. And it's time to bubble, baby. Ooh, I feel alive. I feel alive. Expecting. I'm flying high. I'm flying high.
No longer worried.
No longer worried. My life's a breeze. My life's a breeze. I stop resisting. Stop resisting. And it come to me. And it can come to me.
What we gonna do?
Ooh, I wake up in a vortex, tuning into my source. I love his voice because it keeps me alive.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And when the troubles of the world are bringing me down, I just hop up on my bubbles
Can I get y'all to say
and
that
fly.
shit for me? One time.
Everything that I ever wanted will be given to me.
Yes,
It will be
yes,
given to me.
Ain't gonna give it today.
It will be given to me.
Ain't gonna give it away.
Everything that I ever wanted will be given to me.
Ain't gonna give it to me.
It will be given to me.
Ain't gonna give it to me.
It will be given to me.
It will be
Your black
given
ass
away.
Y'all ready?
Oh,
Y'all ready?
oh yeah.
Let's rap.
Franklin.
I'm in the vortex and every girl around me on a green bubble. No trouble on another
Level.
level. Everything I ever want was given.
Given.
Every car I ever want was driven.
Given.
Black and brilliant, educated and cocky. Destined for greatness,
Man,
man.
no
No
one
one
can
can stop
stop
me.
me.
If you need the blueprint,
Just watch me.
My back the block is not a game.
Like Monopoly.
Let's get it.
I wake up in the
you in a
vortex,
funky
tuning
ass
into
mood.
my source.
You
I
don't know
love
what
his
to
source
do.
because it keeps me
It should've
alive.
you alive, baby.
And when the troubles of
And
the
if you
world
want to
are
learn how to
bringing
play
me
this
down,
game, this is where you got to stay. So
get up and dance your ass
We
off.
going lovely, bubbly.
You can stop my dough.
You can't stop my door.
God damn it, let's go.
Them bears in the bubbles. Bubbles.
Go,
There we
go.
go.
Everything that I ever wanted
Bubbly.
was given to me.
You can stop my dough.
It will be given to me.
Tell
I
'em,
got
Chris.
to do what I got to do. So fuck
Bubbles.
Let's- let's-
Bubbles.
let's-
Come on,
let's-
y'all. Everything that I ever wanted, that I ever needed, that was given to me.
I stopped Craig Mom in myself. Oh, come on, y'all.
Get to the bubbles.
I stopped Craig Mom in myself. You better stop Craig Mom in yourself. That should have kept you down.
Hey.
They don't feel us. Y'all better
Feel
feel
me.
me.
Them bears in the bubbles. Bubbles.
I can feel it. Ooh, I can feel it. Taste it. I taste it.
Every morning when I wake up,
Get up,
good trip, I'm jumping in my vortex, y'all.
My vortex, y'all.
To be in my blue room.
You got my blue jump, y'all. Black City.
Oh, yeah. Get it, baby.
Hey.
Get it, baby.
Yes.
Hey.
Since we coming out of that, y'all, can we go right into an E Honda lie?
Let's do it.
E Honda lie,
Robo
Shy,
Quiete, Robo Shy. Yay, sauce. Dabba-doo, 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 da.
Yes. Let's go see who our first five, man. We're looking for our first five. That's our. And then we're looking for our number 6 is the. Number 6, your job is to come in and wrap today's lesson up, summarize today's lesson so we know that you paid attention. Number 1, we have the latest Tennessee hot chicken. Tennessee hot chicken in the house. She is number 1. Lady number 2 is Felicia Hall. Lady number 3 is Master Goodies. Lady number 4 is Ebony Wisdom. Fella number 5 is Mellow Miracles. And our brother number 6 is the...
Who is the one?
My man looked like something off a goddamn Warriors movie up there. My man chilling. Terrence Evans, you got to come in and wrap today's lesson up. Let me go ahead and show you where you're going to have to be. Boom, it's a link right here. We're going to pop that link right there. That brother on YouTube. So Terrence, that's where you're going to come and wrap today's lessons up right here on this YouTube link right there. I'll put it up a little bit later in the class. Before we get in today's message and let the ladies wrap up yesterday, today we're going to talk about daydreaming. Daydreaming, and when do we daydream? When do we daydream? We daydream when we're trying to escape something, escape a place we don't want to be. We got to get better at daydreaming. We got to get better at daydreaming. This is where Lynn is supposed to be working the switcher, putting it on a close-up of me here and there. Come on in, because what do you actually be writing right now?
What you just said.
You know, all that can be done once I get up.
But we be gone. I'm not gonna remember.
Nah. You have to be the producer.
Okay.
She's finna get a PhD.
All right, I'll copy her notes for the page.
Yeah, what the fuck? How many times do I gotta say this shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, not being funny. Like, come on. We don't want you writing fucking notes on the camera when you should be working the switcher. Like I said, I see this as a real show, and it's gonna be real. HBO gonna say all we need to do is goddamn stream they shit to HBO, and I want it to be like it's gonna be. So we're gonna get it together. Not fussing at you. You're doing a good job. Chris, what the fuck is going on? Talk to us. What's this today? Is this like National Face Week, or what the fuck you got going on?
I am filling in for the Chris Clark. I am Tiki, the Tiki from the Bosquiti Blue Dot City. And I am here to participate in your master class because I hear you are master teacher.
Okay, well, just be Chris with a thing on her face. If you can do that for me, kill the accent. I'm just playing.
I can't.
Today
I
we
am
gonna
in what you call Boom Boom Room.
Yes.
And Boom Boom Room, this is who I am. This is how she speaks.
Well,
and this is where I am to participate and master teachers. Class.
All right. Just make sure when you do the wrap up, you sound like Chris with a thing on your face. I'm just playing. But listen, check this out. We're going to let this settle in y'all spirit before we get started, man. You got to daydream. You got to daydream. You got to be willing to escape. You got to be willing to go somewhere that you don't want to be. You got to do the simplest thing, which is take the route of least resistance. That's what we're going to talk about, how daydreaming is taking the route of least resistance. Ladies, it's time for y'all to take over. What time is it? It's time for the recap, baby.
Come on, Chris. Come on.
Go like this.
Kiki. Yes, that is.
Okay, so I heard that yesterday's class was about more imagination, Right. And so during the imagination stage, the master teacher has been asking us a whole bunch of questions. And yesterday he asked us, can you live carefree? Can you see yourself living carefree? Some of us want to live carefree and don't have the pictures and the imagination of what carefree life actually looks like.
That's good.
So I said, I wanted to remind people that care is what you are paying serious attention to, aka using your imagination to attach importance to. It wouldn't even matter to you if you ain't add no extra shit on it.
Yeah.
You know, say
Right.
the extra shit is the momentum. It is the reason why master teacher will talk to us in the future about controlling the amount of seconds. And I'm telling you, once we get to that part and that all of that come together, so you better stay attached and tuned in, because once he teach you that, I'm telling you, will not waste no time on no fuck shit. Because you'll understand what it's doing to you in the future. And you be like, this shit is not worth that. And I remember growing up, you know, people our age, we grew up in a AIDS society, right? I mean, you know, when it was like really, you know, when they was putting it on TV everywhere, right? And so my thing used to be like, I'm going to use a condom because sex don't last long enough to die from.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So when you realize that you're downstate, you're Debbie land, will fuck the rest of your life up for other shit that don't have anything to do with this person, place, or thing that's vexing you, you'll get on that shit.
Yes.
You'll try harder.
Yeah.
Because try harder.
It's just dawning on me too. Again, you know how we talk about Jesus, our pink and our yellow, we use the metaphors like their outfits and we put them on. So that is another image. Like our imagination is an outfit you put on. It's like a cap. And like whatever that is in the virtual, they got it now in reality. You put the shades on and it take you somewhere else. I can just close my eyelids and be like, I'm gone. You know, like I've left the building. I'm somewhere else. And it's like I have stepped into my moonwalking shoes or boots. And as long as I'm in those shoes, as long as I'm in that space, in that place, I got on that outfit, I'm in that mind frame, then I can I can use my imagination till its greatest capacity. You ready to scrap it?
So
Scrap it.
that shit.
Go
like
ahead.
You work everything else.
Like we do everything else.
It,
exactly.
When we was kids, we had a lot of songs we sang that we never imagined where they come from. I remember the song, London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down. Some people used to say, my fair lady. Some people used to say, all around us. But that was about an actual fire that hit London, and the actual London Bridge fell. And it fucked the whole city up because the London Bridge is like the way you get into the city. There was a song we used to sing when I was a kid called Ring Around the Roses, Pocket Full of Posies, I don't know what we used to say, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. But where the song really come from is when the bubonic plague hit in London again. Rosies, it made these little red blotches on your skin that look like rose patches. And when they got a ring around it, that's when they knew you were really sicked up and you were really gonna be dead. So it was saying, ring around the rosy, now you at your last state. And when these rosies, these red marks, they used to stink so fucking bad that posy is a flower. Posy was like the first thing they used for potpourri. The word potpourri, posies was a flower, the first flower in potpourri. So they would make these people walk around with these posies in their pocket because the smell would stink so bad. And because everybody had this plague, it was kind of like in order to deal with each other, everybody had to put some in their pockets to smell better. So it went ring around the rosies, pocket full of posies. Then it go, ha-choo, ha-choo. Once you get that ring around the roses, that last state, that's when that pneumonia kick in. Ha-choo, ha-choo, we all fall down. Ring around the rosies, pocket full of posies. Ha-choo, Achoo, we all fall down. What did y'all think? I thought it was saying ashes, ashes. What y'all thought it was saying?
I never even thought about it.
Yeah, ashes.
I'm curious to know what the timeline thought about that song. I never thought Is it ashes or was y'all saying ring around the roses? Rosie, what were you saying?
Ring around the roses, pocket full of poses, whatever that was.
Posies, yeah.
Right. We said poses to rhyme it with roses.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so it was like, what the fuck is
we said
roses?
Well, let me get back to the message. The point is, there were a lot of children's songs we sang. We didn't know what the fuck we were singing.
They all said ashes.
Yeah, it's not ashes. It's achoo, achoo.
Yep. Timeline.
Achoo. So we get it. You know, in the South, it's just like train number 9 going down Chicago line. You know, bubble gum, and these children's songs, Duck, Duck, Goose. I remember when I was a kid, I never knew what it meant. And as I got older, I learned they used to say, Michael, row your boat ashore. That was a song in the Bible. Michael, row your boat ashore. Come on up out that water. Jesus got you. Walk on the goddamn ground. I remember the song, row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. And that song actually came from when you get in a boat, most of the time people want to travel with the flow of the wind. Because that's least resistance. If I got my sail out, the wind is blowing behind me, it's going to blow me forward. I ain't got to do a whole lot. I can relax, take the route of least resistance. Back in the day, people used to travel based on the wind. People used to travel based on the wind, based on, okay, we going here. We're going to go this time of the year because the wind blowing. They were taking the route of least resistance. Who wants to fucking roll against the wind?
Yeah.
No.
Who wants to get in a stream and motherfucking roll gently up the stream? No, that's roll, roll, roll your boat. Tired as hell, struggling, fighting, forcing up the stream.
Yeah.
That ain't no merrily day. That ain't no dream. That's why salmon is the only fish with red meat. Did y'all know that? Salmon is a red meat fish. Do y'all know what red meat means? Red meat means strong. Every animal with red meat strong. A bull will beat the shit out of a pig or a chicken. Oh, white meat ass animals. They weak. Red meat animals are strong because red meat is what you really need in your body. People don't understand stuff like that. Red meat, not pork, beef, veal, shit like that. Well, salmon is a red meat fish. It's your only red meat fish. Why? Because salmon are strong because they swim upstream. It's a thing that salmon swim upstream. These motherfuckers are so strong. That's why salmon could flap up out the water on your ass easily. They swim upstream. And remember I said sperm are fish. Remember I said you are the strongest fish that came out your daddy's balls. Well, anytime a salmon mate, he was the strongest motherfucker because he made it upstream. It's hard to make it upstream. It's hard to get to some pussy. And them bitches be chilling. They be chilling. They stronger than the niggas. Seriously, them bitches get upstream quick. They smart. The niggas had to wait. The bitches go upstream and swan, and then by the time the niggas swim upstream, it be like a tough time of the year where the waters are stronger. What are you saying, Javon? Let's take the route of least resistance. That's daydreaming. If you roll your boat gently down the stream, I'm going to get in my motherfucking boat. I'm going to see which way the water growing, and I'm going to say, okay, let me take 2 gentle pulls down the stream. What? Roll, roll, roll. 1, 2, 3, get me in the right direction. And now I'm going to go gently down the stream. I ain't got to roll no more unless I need to just tap to turn my direction a little bit. I'm flowing gently down the stream, and life is so merrily, 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 life will turn into a dream. You'll fall asleep and dream on the way if you take the path of least resistance. You ever went somewhere and you driving, and if you just having a good time, you don't really motherfucking know how long it's taking you to get there. But if you on the map, whirring, stopping, trying to figure out, you never gonna get there on time. Chris got a saying, she don't get stuck in traffic. And it's the truth, we don't get stuck in traffic. But we talk about the route of least resistance. Water goes into the route of least resistance. Electricity, that's what you should do for your life. That's what your life blue true baby does. You ever notice all a baby does is sleep? He's daydreaming. Even when a baby ain't sleep, is daydreaming. Just looking up at the sky, thinking about any fucking thing. Or it's sleep. Your blue dot baby likes to sleep. It's your ego and your super ego that like to get up and run around fucking with shit. I want this. Your baby like, hey man, y'all chill the fuck out. I'm trying to sleep over here, man. I'm trying to take the route of least resistance. Your baby blue and say, look, I want that shit. Now I'm gonna sit back and let it come to me. I'm gonna stop resisting and let it come to me. But your ego and your super ego are out trying to figure out ways because it want it and it want it now. It's ready to shine. Your ego, look at me, look at me, look at me. Your ego say, hey, man, what you want to do, man? Let's go out here and get some folks to look at us. Let's go out there to the pink world, get some folks to look at us, man. I need somebody to motherfucking cheer me on. I need somebody to make me happy. Give me my yellow button, Lynn. Your ego wake up and say, hey, man, let's go out, pink. Let's go find some folks that'll cheer us on. Give it to me. Now press again. Or then your ego will wake up and say, man, I want to go what? Hide today. I want to go avoid. Hey, let's go avoid some folks because I know them pink folks. That's what happens each day. And your true blue somewhere saying, hey, man, I'm just trying to take the route of least resistance, man. I'm over here sleeping. I'm over here chilling. I'm over here, what? Daydreaming. Let's get into the message. I remember I was in a teacher's meeting, and I was supposed to be the #1 speaker. And it was a teacher's meeting, and these motherfuckers get boring. And I'm going to be honest with you. Most men, I ain't going to say most, but a lot of men in the teaching profession, in order to move up the ladder as a male in the education profession, you kind of got to be a little, child girl. Because you're administration, you're a principal. You know, if you're a regular man principal telling women to do shit like you got to do it now, women don't like that, you know. Hey, I need all teachers in here in the lunchroom at 12 o'clock, goddammit. You kind of got to, hey, everybody, y'all know we got a meeting at 12, right? Huh? I need everybody on time, huh, Miss Jones? Y'all know. And I'm the type of nigga, I would be in these meetings and all the higher up males would be soft. And I was the only nigga I ain't gonna say real nigga, just a manly man. And I'm sitting here up on the stage and all these fine ass goddamn women in here. And y'all know when you what's so funny, Chris? Oh, and y'all know when you somewhere you don't want to be, your baby blue true you takes the route of least resistance, right? When you somewhere and you bored and somebody giving a speech, your true blue don't say, God damn it, Lynn, God damn it, Chris, God damn it, Hop, Lorenzo, this is what y'all gonna stay up, focus with everything you got, take notes and listen to these motherfucking people. Your true blue say, I really don't want to be here. You sit right here, let them talk to the ego. And what do? You sit there, your body be like, you have your hand on your goddamn thing, and you try to have you look down in your book like you ain't sleep. But your true blue gone. And you standing there like, yeah, talk to the goddamn ego. Your true blue gone. Your true blue then took the route of least resistance because it's in a place it don't want to be. It don't want to be sitting there. So I was sitting in this motherfucking meeting, and all these guys, and they would get up and take turns giving their presentation. Child, girlfriend, child, girl, child. You never notice that pastors do the same thing because they know they're talking to women. They can't be too aggressive. And after all these men, they talking. Finally, my true blue was like, you're sitting up here on the stage. Probably need to stay up. My true blue didn't say that. My ego said, don't look sleepy up here on this stage because all them pink people out there in the world is going to say you look bad. My ego was processing. My ego said, hey, super ego, if I fall asleep up here, what them folks going to think? My super ego said, they going to think you bored and you ain't interested. You know you're supposed to look like you're interested. What if my true blue, my ego would have said, hey, Pink, man, What if I fall asleep up here? What if my Pink would have said, fuck it, go to sleep, man. Everybody know this shit boring. Your Pink won't say that. Because the world don't accept that. But watch this. Y'all ever watch the Congress meet? Them motherfuckers fall asleep with no problem. Because they know everybody else in there know we fall asleep in these fucking meetings. They be laid out like, nah. You ever notice the old lady at church? Her ego don't say, she said, everybody know my old ass go to sleep. She know this. She done been told this by the world, Pink people so much. Miss Jones, you've been falling asleep every service. And she said, well, I've been doing this shit 30 years. I ain't embarrassed. Y'all know what to do when I fall asleep. If I get to snoring too hard, wake me up, and I pop up in my ego and say, amen, thank you, Jesus. Y'all know how this shit goes. She's not worried. But I was in a situation where my ego was sitting up there trying this motherfucking best to yell at me, to stay awake. I kept crossing my legs, uncrossing my legs. Every now and then I give a little gay laugh. I'm trying to do everything to stay awake because my ego says, your super ego knows you're supposed to stay awake. My true blue said, you know what I'm about to do? I'm about to daydream. I'm about to take the route of least resistance. What you mean, Blue? Man, fuck this meeting. I got to sitting up there. I got to daydream, and I'm looking around at all these teachers and shit.
Oh, God.
I got my legs crossed. I'm chilling, you know what I'm saying? I'm so goddamn daydreaming. I done got to think about fucking the lady, passing out the snacks. I'm in the route of true resistance. I didn't escape the place I don't want to be. Notice that's the point. You automatically daydream and escape places you don't want to be. That means you can turn off your surroundings, even in the midst of your surroundings, and go somewhere you want to be. That's the point of today's lesson. So I'm sitting here, and I don't want to listen to all this shit, and I done started daydreaming. My true blue like a little baby. I'm smiling, you know what I'm saying? I feel myself smiling. Snap out this snitch, Jay. I feel myself smiling. All of a sudden, I feel my meat getting a little heavy down there, getting a little hard. Mercy. I done got the daydreaming. I'm deep in the daydreaming. And then when it's time to go, I didn't realize the lady was introducing me. I'm looking at that fat ass standing in front of me. I got my legs crossed. I done let out a little smile. And they said, coming to the stage now, Mr. Javon Clark. And I'm sitting there daydreaming, looking at that ass. She said, our next speaker is Mr. Javon Clark. I'm looking at that ass. I done let out a smile. She said, Mr. Clark. I said, hell yeah. Oh. I said, hell yeah, I'm ready. I've been waiting, you know. Come on in there. Light that thing up. I had to play it off. I thought she was saying, Mr. Clark, you want some of this pussy? Hell yeah, I want some. Yeah, I'm ready. I've been waiting. Y'all got me last. They say the best for last, y'all. Let's get some energy going. I had to snap that thing up. But I had daydreamed. I dozed off. My true blue said, man, I don't want to be here, man. I don't want to experience this. I don't want to live this life. I can escape. I'm going to take the route of least resistance. It happens all the time, man. I never forget. I had this fucking biology class. One summer, God damn, I had this biology class for summer school, and because it was summer school, it was a like 4-week class. That bitch was 2.5 hours. I had a lab on Fridays. Man, that motherfucking class was boring, and it was this stinking ass African guy teaching it. And he talked with a real stuff African accent like this, but he just started a little bit, and they used to have it cold in that motherfucker, and it would be so cold, so they would keep you up. And biology is my worst fucking course. My worst fucking course. And he told us, he said, the football players need to meet with me. Coach Joe Eichel was cool with him, so basically told him, football players, if you come to class every day and sit here and don't go to sleep, you're going to get a B in the class. So I know this. Come to class every day, don't go to sleep, you get a fucking B. Why I flunked the class? I couldn't stay awake. I couldn't stay there and make myself listen at this motherfucker speak with a stuttering African accent about worm, sperm, and biology and zoology shit that I don't care about. And do you know how it is when a motherfucker is musky when it's hot? It's worse when a motherfucker musk in a cold room. Because it does something to the musk. I don't know what it is. It's like the chill in the air makes it freeze. And it hits your nose sharper. I don't know what it is. But I knew in my heart of hearts, true blue, you'll get a B, come to class, don't go to sleep. I flunked the class. Each day, I took the route of least resistance every day in that class. And that's what we are going to do naturally. And that's what we should do naturally. What we're doing is we're conjuring up shit to care about. What do you mean we're conjuring up shit to care about? I've been denied for so many things. And I wasn't upset that I got denied. I was upset that somebody was going to know I got denied. Man, I'm trying to go over here. I'm trying to get this job. I'm trying to do that. And the motherfuckers told me, hell no, motherfucker. I walked out of that motherfucker. First thing my true blue said, man, fuck your job. I ain't got to work here. Instantly. Goddamn. My old lady know she gonna know I got goddamn denied. I went home and turned into my ego. How did the job interview went? Building got set on fire. They ain't even interviewed me. I didn't want the motherfucker to know that I had got denied. Most of the time, the shit that we don't care about nothing but food, sleep, sex. Remember I said, if you couldn't flaunt it, would you want it? If they didn't know it, would you do it? Least resistance is to dream. We have a hard time dreaming though unless we want to escape something. You know why you have a hard time dreaming unless you want to escape something? Because a lot of times we don't want to escape the bad that we've thought our life into. What do you mean, Javon? I'm down here in Debbie Lane. And in order for me to feel better, I have to go back and imagine my role, my fuck up, my mistake, imagine my thoughts. If I cannot do that or don't want to do that, it feels better to blame. Y'all understand what I'm saying? If you cannot go back into a situation and imagine your thoughts that led to those actions, it feels better to blame. One of the coolest things that I ever heard a person say was my wife say, she know her part in her rape. And I used to be like, how the fuck do you know your part in your rape? How do you know your part in your rape? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? That's like somebody saying, if you don't dress like a goddamn thug, the cops won't beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? We know that motherfuckers is gonna try to rape certain people that look a certain way. And we know the cops trying to beat motherfuckers' ass that look a certain way. But we ain't never really just said that like that. You know what I mean? Like, whoa, I was like, what's wrong with this bitch? And then she said, no. She said, I used to go out and I would do poems at the bars and I would make the most sexually driven, nasty, sex-laden poems I could think of. And she said, I would literally try to drive men crazy. She said, I wanted to drive men crazy. I said, wow, I can see that because I've said to myself, shit, I got on some dope shit. I want to drive these bitches crazy tonight. I won't bet. I used to like when a bitch, when I was young and I fucked the shit out of a woman, I used to like when they start calling me wearing that fuck up. That's when I said, oh, I got them in that pocket. Oh, she cut my tires. Yes, I got her. I got her. Until some goddamn, what's that show Martin had on? Thin Line Between Love and Hate. That's when you realize I didn't want to drive these motherfuckers crazy. But Chris, speak on that real quick and your perception of that. And then I'm going to take it back and finish up what my true point of the matter is. You ain't got to go into the whole story, but you know what I was, do your thing.
I don't know. Innately, I guess my blue, I just heard from my blue and it just reminded me like, I know I spoke out loud. I'm gonna drive niggas crazy tonight as I'm getting dressed. I know I picked out those outfits that I felt represented driving niggas crazy worthy. I know that while I was on stage, I know that when I wrote these poems and when I went over it, you know, when I practiced it, I know that I purposely put in seductive moves and licking of lips and moving and swaying of hips in order to seduce when I got on stage.
Were you making eye contact with people in the audience?
I'm getting there. And then I know once I got on, before I got on stage, I took 3 shots of tequila just to make sure I was feeling great enough to execute. Then got on stage while I'm doing it and looked around the room as I said it. And I know, because I want to know who to go get the drinks from afterwards. So you know who attention, you know who you locking eyes with. They've even taught you to at least lock eyes with one person. So now me locking eyes with that one person makes me believe that I'm doing exactly what I intended to. And I did that at least twice a weekend.
So kind of like Diamond, come back over here. Like Diamond on Players Club, when that guy followed Diamond home. Because you said the guy follows you home, right? He knew where you lived or whatever. He knew where your job.
From the questions he asked me, I understood that this was somebody that had seen me several times. And almost like my answers were, if you want to be safe and play this game a good way, let me see if you lying type thing. And he asked me certain questions that made me know that.
Now, this is the crazy thing. I never asked Chris this, but I used to ask women all the time, what's your fantasy? And every one of them was like they wanted to be raped. Is that something to the timeline? I mean, we asking, this is a real true blue dot class. I mean, I would be asking women, like, what's your fantasy? And the first thing they say is, I want to have sex on the beach in the rain. And they'll say some little simple shit. Then I say, well, I want to do some more crazy, crazy shit. And then that'll let their guard down. And then they'll say, well, I always dreamed of wanting to be raped. Is that something that you ever thought about?
I didn't personally think about the rape. However, if I was blue dot honest live, I mean, it didn't destroy me like everybody. I mean, I'm not saying it's supposed to be okay. I'm just saying, like,
you freak enough to have.
I had slept with enough dudes at that point in my life that I didn't like anyway. I had slept with enough dudes for like material things. So I was damn sure gonna have sex for my life. What the fuck do you mean? And so it was over.
You ever thought about that, Lynn, getting attacked and get raped as a fantasy? Have you ever thought about that?
I'm sure. Yeah, absolutely.
You gave us one of them answers. I'm sure I have.
Well, I know.
She said, I'm sure. Absolutely. Go ahead. You got the floor.
So specifically being raped, I don't remember recall my daydreams of being raped, but I most definitely frequent a boom boom room where I get mangled.
Okay,
that's where I get toe off the chain, however you want to say it. Yeah, like the gang bang is the thing.
Is that something that women think about? Do women think about? Has that been a fantasy? Okay. Fantasy. Let me say some quick things about imaginations, real quick. Talking to women have said to me a lot. They've had a rape fantasy and they want to see a nigga get fucked by another man fantasy. Y'all ever had that fantasy?
Me.
Okay, what about you, Lynn? You ever had a fantasy want to see another man fuck another man?
Nah.
Okay.
But I know I'm just
okay.
Take the power away. I know that's some.
So the point I'm making is this. In order to be able to bubble up and continue to have sex and live her life unafraid, unscared to go do another porn, to let her kids go out in public or whatever, this woman had to say to herself, regardless of what everybody would tell her, that's not your fault, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. This woman had to say, no, in my mind, I was dressing seductive, nasty, on purpose. I was writing nasty ass poems on purpose. I was getting drunk before I went on stage on purpose, and I was making eye contact with men on purpose, intentionally trying to drive someone crazy.
And can I add one more
Go ahead.
thing? And the day when it happened, I had a boyfriend. I was on my way to see a nigga. The person stopped me from the outside because I was on the phone talking to a nigga, and then another nigga resolved it at the end of the night. I mean, what do you get them? I had to take the accountability of the everything that I was pulling around me that was sexual.
So we're not saying that people make themselves get raped.
Yeah, that's
We're saying people go places where rapists be. No, I'm just saying. People make
And
themselves
do things.
I hate to say it like that. I hate to say it like that. I hate to say it like that. We ain't gonna get into that. We got too many women watching. But if you ain't been raped, shut the fuck up. The rapee right here is telling you what the real deal is.
And if you want to talk to me about it, just inbox me.
Now listen. We have had a hard time daydreaming unless we want to escape. I bet you could escape that situation, won't you? Well, why can't we daydream when we just sitting in the house and it ain't nothing we want to escape? If you can daydream to escape, why can't you just daydream voluntarily to feel good? When I was a kid, I used to get whatever I would think about before I would go to sleep, I would dream about. I'll go to sleep, think about Janet Jackson or somebody, and end up having a wet dream about them. Why can you only use your imagination to escape? Huh? Oh my God, I don't want to be in biology class. Oh my God, I'm getting raped. Oh my God, this is happening. Oh my God, I'm at work. I hate my job. I'm sitting in the office not listening. What about when you just wake up on a regular day and ain't nothing bad going on? What about when you just wake up on a day where you've seen something that just jar your frequency for a moment? Why can't you escape that? I'm going to tell you why. Because you don't focus long enough. Think about this. If I'm in a cold-ass biology class or somewhere where I can daydream, what I've done was I've turned my senses off to things around me and have allowed myself and my mind to escape and go somewhere else. I've chose the route of least resistance. Focusing on its cold is hard. Focusing on how, you ever notice you get in the room and it's cold? Ooh, it's cold. Can y'all turn the heat out? Heat on, and they don't. You keep saying you're cold for long, you stay cold. When you finally just live, you warm up. You ever be somewhere on a hot bus or something, or having a good time, and it's hot as a motherfucker, and you're trying to avoid being hot or avoid sweating, and you're hot, and you keep dabbing your face, and then when you just say fuck it, and let yourself enjoy the goddamn party, you be sweating, and you forget it's fucking even hot in the fucking party. Why is that? Because you can turn your senses off to certain things. Well, why when we go somewhere and we at the family reunion, what's wrong with you? Why you mad? Junior here. Why don't you just daydream? You can't turn your eyes off to Junior being here. You can't turn your mind off to Junior being here. You can turn your mind off to your goddamn schoolwork. That's why you ain't do work for fucking school. Why is it that we can only use our imagination to escape? Why can't we use our imagination as a recreational tool? Ain't nothing going on. I just woke up. I ain't seen nothing bad. Ain't nobody died. I ain't in traffic. Ain't nothing going on. Well, let's just use my imagination as a recreational tool. Let's just go to the boom boom room just because I know how to use my imagination because I can. Let's be a child. Children don't have to get their ass whooped to play with their dolls and talk to their imaginary friend. They just wake up. Hey, Tina, come with me. We going in here and get breakfast. You don't have to beat a child ass for a child and say, oh, I just got an ass whipping. Oh, I need to escape. Where my imaginary friend at? Oh, that bitch just tore my ass up, Kiki.
Crazy. We is making this so hard.
That my mama just beat the shit out of me. I need somebody to talk to about that shit. No, a kid just gets up and says, hey, it's a day. It's a day, man. Let me go into my boom boom room. Let me go into my place. I don't need trauma. I don't need to be running from a fear. I don't need to be running from the idea that somebody gonna be exposing me. I don't need to wake up craving attention. I don't need somebody to clap for me. Clap, clap, clap. Why are you crying, Lynn? Put the camera on yourself. Huh? I know I'm gonna read your mind. You know what you're saying right now. I knew folks was thinking I was crazy my whole life, and I just been singing and having fun, going into my imagination, and that's how I've been living and surviving. Put the camera on and tell them about it. Tell them about yourself and your life.
I've been doing this shit my whole life for everything. And I had breakfast with Dee this morning. Nothing was wrong. I woke up, Chris was washing, Jay's meditating. It was a regular, beautiful day. Nothing was wrong. But I just chose I wake up thinking about what message I'm going to put for the class and what I'm going to wear. Class is the first thing on my mind, how I'm going to prepare for class. So today in preparing for class, my source was just like, go check on your son. And then the rest of my imagination was like, fuck just checking on him. I'm going to wake him up like I do when I'm at the house. And we're going to laugh and joke, and I'm going to turn the music on and open the blinds, and we're going to have breakfast like we used to do. And so that's where I was when you came in the room this morning, laying in the bed, eyes open, grinning like a motherfucker. I was in Texas or somewhere at a table having pancakes, blueberry pancakes and bacon.
And you know what he
on
would
a
say?
patio with my son.
You can have the conversation in your head.
We was having a whole conversation when Jay walked in the room this morning. Well, nothing wrong. I just woke up and my source was like, go check on your son.
And
I can't, so I had to do it in my mind, in my imagination.
We know that we can cry looking at a movie. Why can't she eat with her son that she done ate with and talked to 50 million times? She know his mind. She don't know what fucking Simba, the cartoon, feels. She don't know how the fuck Mufasa feel about being traded by his brother. She know, like my mom, I had the best conversation. Me and my dead mama cooler than we ever been because I can control her mouth. All right, shut the fuck up now. Sometimes I be talking to my mom in my imagination. I don't have her like, hey, sweetheart. Give me a hug and a kiss. I have my mama saying, what the fuck is you doing, boy? You got two women, goddamn. Like, Mom, you know me. Shit, you was out here horn doing your thing. She said, yeah, you was right. But I never had no two motherfuckers move in at one time. I said, but I know you was fucking 2-3 niggas at one time. She said, yeah, you was right. She said, I guess y'all generation just do shit like that. I said, yeah. She said, you know your Aunt Patricia over there, fuck. All right, Mom. I don't want to hear that shit. She said, you always say that. I said, I know, going back to dead. Going back to dead.
Lay your ass back down.
I'm not listening to that shit right now. Lay back down. Get in the grave. I can't deal with that shit.
That's so funny. Veronica Petty. Yes.
That might be the funniest.
No, that's the truth, though.
Joke I ever know.
It's not even a joke.
No,
it's the truth.
It's the truth.
But you know, I talk to my mom.
I know, but
we do this shit all the time.
Back to dead.
You know what I'm saying? It's like this is what we have to understand. Our imagination is the route of least resistance. The route of least resistance sometimes is just to accept shit as it is. Sometimes the route of least resistance is to die. That's the easiest route. I'm tired. I don't want to breathe no more. Die. Your lungs say, I ain't got another pump in me. Your heart said, God damn it, I've been kicking ass beating a long time. I'm going to beat one more time. You better get your beat in there real quick. I got 10 more beats left. I be like, heart attack. Right there. As soon as I buzz, heart attack. I imagine, like I joked yesterday, I imagine death as a beautiful fuck. I'm scratching my balls right now. Y'all don't even, I know y'all like, what that nigga doing? Scratching my balls. I'm a scratch my ball. I'm in there. Oh, them bitches. You know how you scratch something to get so good you close one eye? God damn.
Yo, listen.
No, listen.
You so
I'm trying to say, why can we only daydream or take the route of least resistance when we running from a pink bubble or pink bear on our ass? That pink bear on your ass. It ain't nothing but something bad as saying, hey, you remember me? You thought of me. I'm a pink manifestation. I'm a pink bear. I hope that these people don't need me to draw on this board as much. Because we're going to get back into the board. I hope these people understand when I said pink bubble and when I said boom, boom room, they mind remember where the boom, boom room, where Debbie at. I hope they remember where source is. You see what I'm saying? So all you doing is that pink bear. You remember me? You thought of me. And what you say is, a pink bear. Let me use my imagination to run and act like this shit ain't happening. And then when I come back, the problem's still there. You ever notice that? People try to imagine like shit ain't what it is. The problem's still there. What you have to do is this in life. This is what you have to do. Hey, Pink Bear. Oh, okay. This is what Chris did. And this is not being funny. Hey, rapist. How you doing? Oh, you put a gun in my head? Want me to get in the car with you? Well, I figured you was coming one day. I've been thinking about driving somebody crazy. I know I've been fucking doing these sex poems. I know somebody gonna want the fucking pussy.
It worked.
Come on in here. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. Okay, you want the pussy. Okay, quiet. Okay, drop me on back off at home. And now she can live her life because she understood the things that she were doing. We're not saying she caused it. We're saying we attracted it. I remember when I was a little boy, I was always that little boy in some grown woman's face looking, hoping somebody did something sexual with me. Well, I remember this older lady took my head and stuck it under her dress, and it smelled like ammonia. I never forget it because I remember when I was a kid, you associate things you've been conditioned. I remember when I was a kid, my brother put some ammonia in the top. He said, smell this. I said, And it made my eyes water. And him and the older two started laughing. That woman put my goddamn head up under her dress. I said, my eyes started watering. Then she put my face in it. Lick it. She said, lick it, lick it, lick it. I said, ugh. And as a kid, I remember barbecue chicken. Not barbecue chicken, regular baked chicken. You know the skin on baked chicken? It'd be seasoning and tastes good, but the texture you don't like. When I smelt that pussy, I said, She said, lick it. I said, I said, it's seasoning and tastes good. But I didn't like the skin. I said, She said, lick it. I said, lick it. Every man in here remember their first time licking pussy. They said, Right? First time y'all sucked dick, did y'all go,
Mm-hmm. Damn right.
Man, let me see if I'm black ass.
Damn right.
That's all I really had for you. But I'm just saying the point is, use your imagination to roll gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Route of least resistance. You don't always have to be using your imagination to escape a bear that's on your ass. Use your imagination just to feel good. Like when y'all hit that yellow button, clap it up.
Master
teacher. Thank you for having me here, Master Teacher. Listen, let me tell you something. My imagination did not make me consider how the fuck it was gonna feel looking through these pieces of shit right here, okay? And then and took till we got halfway through the class for me to keep squinting. Then when Master Teacher said with the sweat, just leave it. And I'm like, but you can't see something, so just fucking focus in on what you can see. Because else you wreck. So this feel like I got a long ass blonde bang, and it's just been
you been flipping and flopping it the whole class
under it and shit. So but then I had to remind myself that I put this on to be in the boom boom room, and just because I got irritated along the way does not negate the fact that I really had fun thinking about it and putting it on, and very excited about y'all seeing me with this on, saying, what the fuck is Chris doing? You know what I'm saying? What is this about? So mission accomplished, you know, for my boom boom room for the day. I'm going to get in that bitch. I'm going to twirl around. This is the type of shit I do at 2:00 in the morning when I'm chilling by myself. I've been put on a real superhero outfit in there. So I wanted to just say that.
And that actually is a great segue to yesterday's class. Like you think with the shield, you're avoiding attention. But then with some yellow shit on your face, you're going to get a whole lot of attention.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what are you craving? What are you avoiding? Well, I craved it. You can't avoid it. If you crave it, stupid to me. Yeah. Say, here you go, here you go. But as far as the I was thinking also too about the rape thing, and when people hear me talk about it from my perspective, first of all, I'm being honest because it's freeing for someone else. Meaning, it already freed me. I don't have to talk about it. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But you could flip the board on this shit like you could flip the board on anything, in life. Sometimes the realization happened all at once, and maybe that's why it worked so well in that situation, that my brain kicked in or my blue kicked in. But like, I was like, damn, this nigga want this pussy this bad. He about to go to jail for it, nigga. All you had to do was buy me a drink. I would have gave it to you for fucking $7 maybe.
and 2 wings.
And 2 wings. Like,
hey, look, I can see how you like, this pussy. I know this pussy. This nigga wanted,
right? And then you really look, then I'm going to get with the master teacher, and he talk about a motherfucking triangle over a square, nigga.
That's what I should have did. Pull a gun out. Bend your goddamn ass over right.
For this pussy right here. So you know what I'm saying? It's about the way you flip the board on your life. Don't be a victim to the circumstance. Don't traumatize yourself. Don't add the source of your imagination on the things that's not important just because you've seen images when it was important to others.
Mm-hmm. And guess what? We use our traumas and our weakest points. What am I trying to say? When we get in situations where we feel like the world looking at us and they like, the first thing we'll do is start throwing out things that happened to us. Ain't nobody said nothing to us, but we just like, oh, the world. Well, I got raped, right? I haven't. You see how I sit up here, and this is what people don't realize. I can talk about my mother's death so easily because I love my mother. I had nothing against my mother. We made our peace. There was nothing. I don't feel any regrets, shame, anything. Now, if people on the outside, some of my sisters or brothers or family members might be like, you wasn't around for mama as much you should have been. Now, if I let what they say, I'd be fucked up. But I don't let what they say about my relationship with my mom affect me. I tell my story. I got family members that call me, like friends that call me like, yo, man, I seen the live, man. You was talking about motherhood and, I kick your ass. You keep talking about Claire May. I be like, bro, first of all, you're not even my real cousin. That's not your real aunt. You were my friend. And I'm not talking about my mother specifically. I'm talking about things that we encounter as Black men in dealing with our mothers. Hell, if anybody know how vicious a Black mother is, it's a Black daughter. Cause y'all felt the jealousy and the look like, God damn, did you just look at my ass and roll your eyes like, are you jealous of my titties, mama? Like, mama, I know it. Mama, I didn't make my own hair. You shouldn't have fucked a guy with good hair.
Real shit. Yeah.
So absolutely. A lot of people don't realize the way we are able to be so free and live our life is because we literally have put this game into place. There's nothing I feel depressed or sad about. If it's anything, I go back and do this shit double time. I get 2 nuts. Fuck it. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't make me feel bad about my life.
Do it.
Double dipping.
Don't do it.
But y'all go ahead and wrap it up. Y'all wrap it up. I'm gonna put this link up because Mama Anda got to come wrap the class up. Mama Anda, we gonna make her.
Terrence.
No, it's Terrence. Yeah, I was about to say it's gonna Mama Honor gonna be the goddamn honorary teacher. Terrence, come in and wrap this class up, brother. I hope the brother can. That's the link right there. But what do y'all got? What do y'all think about imagination and escaping? And Lynn, you had a moment on camera. I thought that was real dope. And I knew exactly what you were thinking. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm psychic. I know what you're thinking now.
What?
How the fuck this nigga think he know what I'm thinking right now? Oh
yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, I just love the lesson. I mean, it was a constant, it was a reminder to me to keep doing what I'm doing. I mean, just grateful to my source and tuning in, like that imagination thing. I read a lot as a kid. And so it's just easy for me to, even with my eyes open, like,
can I ask you something on camera real quick?
In my mind, I can be looking at you and I'm
Stop it,
like,
hey, peep this right here quick.
No.
Right? Pull it out to both of us.
Okay.
Like, say, for example, there was a time where you were watching this show and you were like, I want to meet them. Explain imagining, like, when you knew you liked me. And did you ever imagine being like the second one? I'm pretty sure your mind said, maybe they seem like they open. I might give them some pussy. But did you imagine sitting right here? Like, explain, like, how does that feel? Because I'm reaping benefits stuff that I can't say I never imagined, meaning the stuff that I imagined the hardest and wished and hoped for the hardest, those are the things I'm benefiting right now. Like, I'm sitting here as a dude. I have 2 beautiful wives and I have a seed on the way. Like, and I imagine this. My youngest son is turning 18. The baby due right before he graduates. Yeah, well, he just turned 18, but he graduating in June. Yeah. But ask Chris, we talked about this. Like, we talked about this years ago. Like, who gonna be the mother, or how we would do it, or insemination or whatever. And we talked about this years ago, and I'm actually alive in the middle of this moment. So with you, Lynn, watching this show, now you're here. Like, how does that feel like? I mean, my man Joseph Crook said today on Facebook yesterday, he said he got his first contract, but it was with a company he tried to get hired and they turned him down, you know? So I just believe we're going to literally have everything we ever wanted. What you think?
Yeah. I mean, when I saw the show, I was in love instantly. You know, I was trying to get you to do the show. So it was really the pre-shows of you and Chris, you know, just putting whatever was on your spirit out into the universe, and you would casually hint to, you know, I'm gonna do a master's class. And so I was already in master's classes, this, that, and the other, and, you know, just trying to figure out what my next move was, who I am, who I was at the time, and where I was gonna take her. And so when y'all came onto the scene as I was just about to get off of Facebook, it was just what's the word? So source, you know. When you started the class, the very first class, I was just like, oh, hell fucking yeah, this is going to be global. I can see how the show can grow and manifest, and I would love to be a part of that. Like, that would be my ode to history and to my legacy and to my inheritance. I would be happy to attach myself to that, regardless of any approval from other people. Like, that's a bond that I want connected to my name when I transitioned from here, was that, Lynn had something to do with trying to bring mental health clarity to her community. So
we're about to bring my man Terrence in here. Terrence, what's up, brethren? Talk to us.
Peace. Yo, this is a great lesson. The course on imagination. Man, I did not know I had a horrible imagination course. I was trying to stay focused on what went on, but I got these plants in the background, and I kept on dozing off to the background, like, damn, these plants gonna be super dope when the summer comes. I get to start harvesting them. So I was coming back and forth, but like I'm one of them students that was in class and fall asleep on your ass if you shit's just not going the way I was attending. Like, damn, this is not interesting. So the least resistance I had was looking at my plants, but I was feeling you because I didn't know nothing about the ring around the rosies. I didn't know the London Bridge, and I see why I didn't know about it because I wasn't paying attention in school. A lot of least resistance going on, but yeah, not just ignoring the class, what was going on today. This is just my example. Also, I was paying attention, but this is just an example.
Yeah.
Other example, it's like I haven't had a chick for a while because I'm a mean character. Oh dang, I ain't getting no coochie constantly. Pornhub, just daydreaming, like you said. Recreation time. Just have a recreation time. Just some recreation time. Just thinking to myself, like. But see, what messed me up? I was always in detention or in peak in school. So I didn't get the recreation time at school to actually have an understanding of recreation. So my imagination was on, dang, I got to do this damn schoolwork because I can't go out there and play with all the girls out on the playground. So that kind of messed me up. But then getting this course, I've always used my imagination, maybe not in a way that I wanted to use it, but I have always used it. But, like you said, building the momentum and the focus, having the focus on what you're imagining and the momentum. Sometimes my focus and the momentum will be on some bullshit. But now I dig it, how to hold that momentum on that bullshit and come over here, think about the positive things. Like when I get out of school, Thundercat's going to be on. When I get out of school, Voltron going to be on. So, yeah, I dig it, yo.
I appreciate
the imagination. Yeah.
Hey man, what you plant so far? Shit like spinach and lettuce and shit. What you plant so far?
I got okra. I got the seeds for the spinach. They grow pretty fast. I'm gonna wait till the frost stop. I got some a hot ghost pepper, some sunflowers, and some corn already sprouted right now. I'm just waiting for the last frost here in Ohio. The frost it'll creep back in on me, so I'm just waiting. But
yeah, my grandma, she used to tell us to wait for the last frost because to me, like, I don't know the weather a bit. Down here, that's a little early. But like okra could hold up. You know what I'm saying? I know okra could hold up. You know what I'm saying? But you know what you're doing. You've been doing this shit for years. I've been watching you kill the garden game every year, man. So this brother right here got a green thumb.
Yeah, it's right here it's in the truck with me. I'm gonna wait to put it out. So I got the little greenhouse in the truck because I'm grid. So I'm just trying to keep everything going. Even if I'm all grid, I'm still gonna try to do gardening and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Keep stuff going. Plus I got chickens and stuff too. You know what I'm saying? I've been at my sister's since the government shut this mug down. Because I wouldn't. They surround my dang on truck with the police and stuff when all that curfew and stuff was going on. I'm like, oh shit, I can't do it like this. So I'll be with the family, trying to teach the family and stuff how to do the gardening and their kids also, because that's what I seen when I was growing up. Teachers or my grandparents or somebody was teaching about gardening or raising the chickens and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to show everybody else another different state of mind. It's a lot. I want to holler at you in the privacy about this class because like it helped me out a whole lot though. It helped me out a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff, it's not really a closed book on it. It's really an open book, but it's a lot of time that really.
I feel you. We gonna rap. We'll rap.
Renzo said you close to him.
I appreciate you, brother.
Yep.
That's our good brother Terrence. He's a fucking gardener. He be gardening his black ass off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I've seen his personality and just come out of a shell and grow. And we've just seen everybody. Everybody is growing. You know what I'm saying? It's a cool thing. So if y'all ain't got nothing to say, man, we gonna get out of here.
feel good.
Yeah.
Y'all don't see that. If people don't see it. I was about to say, I don't care who like a shit because the universe, the vibration on this shit is so good. It's going where it's going on the day it get there.
Well, look, y'all know what time it is. We finna get out of here. We gonna. Hey, listen, man. I'm working on a new Bears and Bubble song. God, it's so hard. It's so hard to
Can't say that.
God, it ain't hard. It's not hard. It's
challenging.
I want it to be right. It's I want it to be upbeat, but I want it to feel as happy. But I want it to feel happy, like almost cry happy, not jam happy. Like now it's like everything. I want when a motherfucker finish hearing this, they be like,
take it to church.
Yo, that shit was jamming, but I swear to God, everything I ever wanted will be given to me, man.
Kind of like how Jesus walked kind of made people feel.
Oh, when he walk. Now Jesus walk was kind of happy.
Kanye.
Yeah, I want something that when a motherfucker finish listening to it, they be like, look, I'm gonna hold them to it. Lorenzo said,
I saw that.
I think I will be number 6 tomorrow. Look, he want to come out of his shell. Come on out of there. Come on out of you shell, Renzo, and be number 6.
And had that baby on
Lord,
the screen too.
Speak, Lord.
Cameron said he almost cried.
Speak to me, Lord.
Oh, speak, Lord.
Speak to me.
Speak to me.
Speak, my Lord.
When I hear my baby cry out, oh, it's speaking to me. It's my blue baby, it's my Lord. Follow me.
Speak, my Lord.
Don't look.
She hit you with the Kermit the Frog. And, speak, my Lord.
Speak to me.
Speak to me, oh Lord. Speak, my Lord.
Go on, shoot. Go on, shake your ass down there at the church at the Duke joint.
Let's get out of here. Speak, my Lord.
Yeah. Imagine all the images. Yeah. Rub yourself.
Speak, Lord.
Make you feel good.
Let's go.
Everywhere.
New day, new way. Y'all enjoy this motherfucking moment. Celebrate your body.
Look here, family.
And enjoy your body.
We appreciate y'all coming out and letting us share our art with y'all. Because we believe
supernatural travel.
Life.
We live colorblind.
Because life imitates art. Whoa. And we just
Let's go to a place where we go.
Decorated with all kinds
Nobody
of
knows.
no lace fronts and no makeup, and choose who you want to dance with and live life and love on. Yeah. Celebrate every day. Like it's your birthday
And it's beautiful.
Just keep it funky, baby. Yeah.
Celebrate your body.
Your body.
And enjoy your mind.
Come on, family. Find a way to keep winning.
Supernatural travel.
Supernatural travel.
We live colorblind.
Recesses of your
Let's
mind.
go to a place where we go.
And it's just you by yourself.
Nobody knows.
We call that the boom boom room. Yeah. You got all your
Let's
favorite
celebrate
vices.
this life we
Smoke,
know.
drink,
Let it all go.
snacks,
And it's beautiful.
Yeah, baby.
Family. We love y'all. Bring it on in. I want to feel like Jerry Springer at the end of the show. Well, today's show, another episode is down where we've learned that your imagination should be used for more than just escapism. Use your imagination for recreation. Stop running from the pink bears. Meet them head on and imagine all people we're living in peace. You may see that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I don't know the rest. No, but for real, share this with some like-minded people. Please cash app us. Please cash app us. It's like all the people leave. Get everybody. It's like it go from 50 to 30. Like niggas like, well, we're done sneak watching.
Yes. That's when it's time to pass the plate.
Like this is the good. This is when the niggas gonna ask for some money.
Yep.
And this is when the motherfuckers gonna talk some real shit. I wanted to laugh. Celebrate your body.
I know someone out there wants to come
And
to
put
their
some
blue.
coins in the plate.
Please put some coins in the plate, man. Please put some coins in the plate. We trying to get our biggest contribution this week. We had 20 people give like a couple of weeks ago. We trying to get 21. We trying to get 21 people to give this week. We love y'all. We see y'all tomorrow. Same time, same place.
Peace.
We are all alone, and it's just you by yourself. We call that the boom boom roll. Yeah. You got all your
Let's
favorite
celebrate
vices.
this. We know.
Let it all go.
And
it's beautiful.
That's how you do it, baby.
Celebrate your body.
Yes, sir. I'm talking at